Good morning. So we need to go because we're getting picked up for our half-day tour this morning. So we've got an action-packed day and we're going to try and fit in as much as possible before we have to head to the airport. Let's go.
Let's do it. We got to bed about 20 past midnight last night and we are up this morning because we are on our way to do the Ho Chi Tunnels tour. Really looking forward to this one. I love learning a little bit about history, a little bit about the culture and what's happened in Vietnam during the Vietnam War. It's going to take us around about 6 hours, meaning we're not going to be back into Ho Chi Minh City until around about 2-3 this afternoon, and then we've got a couple of hours to tick off a few more items for you before we go to the airport to catch our flight this evening. So with that being said, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Ho Chi Tunnel they built by French work. They did the tunnel there in 1948. First they built only few kilometers around area there for shelter their family.
Look at the bikes. I need crisps. Got like 6 bags to get through. That is all eggshells broken up and made into art. What's your own name? Isn't that mad? Sure.
So
Dad
pretty.
would like that. Yeah, very pretty.
At the first stop on today's tour, our guide was telling us about this village as essentially people that have been disabled as a result of the chemicals that were dropped during the war. Their children have been born maybe missing limbs or with other disabilities. So people that have been disabled are making all these different types of artwork, really pretty artwork, both shells and also eggshells, so natural seashells and eggshells. The stuff here is pretty immense, to be honest, considering it's all been made by hand, but it is a little bit expensive, so I don't think we'll be buying anything today.
Okay, so we did get a little something. We bought a little magnet because before we came travelling, Luke's mum wanted us to buy her magnets. So Sam, if you're watching, we've got you one. We're going to a post office later today, so we're going to try and post it there.
So 80,000 Vietnamese dong, we supported the cause.
Yeah, we supported them and...
We got a little something that we needed.
Yeah. Back on the bus.
Refreshments. Need a coffee.
I got orange, carrot and pineapple? I don't know.
Strong coffee. Definitely needed this morning and for what we got to come today. We didn't realise, we think we might be getting back later today, it's like 4 o'clock, so it's going to be a mad rush to finish all our activities.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've just made it to the Ho Chi Tunnels. Let's go and see what it's all about.
So I didn't really think about what we're actually doing today. All I thought about was packing to go to the airport, and then I looked at how hot it was going to be and it said highs of 36. So I wore a dress. But we're going to be crawling through tunnels. Everyone else is in shorts. So I'm going to have to be at the back or Luke will have to be behind me. Oops. So this way.
Vietnam divided for 2 different parts, the northern stage and the southern stage.
I stayed there in 1968 until the war ended. In the war time, where we are now, the Ho Chi district, the countryside of the Saigon capital. In the war, every day they rob the bomb there. When they rob the bomb there, that's why the people cannot live outside. Everything they move into out. In the tunnel, they dig 3 levels. If they go out, they kick you. I want everyone understand about the Vietnam War. When I am in here, I remember I am only 20 years. Sam and me when I young. Yeah. Very handsome man, right?
Yeah. So our guide was actually alive when the war was happening and he was in a bunker when he was about 20 years old. So he's got his own personal experiences to tell us about. He was just saying that Vietnam was colonized. Vietnam was colonized by France, and before the Vietnam War, the French basically signed an agreement, split the country in half and went back to France, and then the Americans came in to protect South Vietnam. The Vietnam War was essentially between the south and the north of Vietnam.
Ladies and gentlemen, the guy that fought out, he cannot come out.
The North won the war and Saigon became Ho Chi Minh City, which is why today it's still called Saigon or Ho Chi Minh, depending on your preference. But it's really interesting to hear about things from the Vietnamese perception rather than a Western perception and learn about the different ways that this war was fought and ultimately won by the North.
Watch hold this before closing the door. Before doing this, don't forget to camouflage. Hold the ball. Remember, always show your arms up. Bend down.
Just put the leaves on the top.
Dân chúng ở đây ta xài. Hands up. Show your arms.
No, you need to hold it.
That's right. That's how they went into the tunnel.
Straight up.
Okay, next one. Inside, not straight. Sometimes up, sometimes down, sometimes left, sometimes right. And very dark. I would like to invite everyone come to look the wheel one. Size 40 by 50.
All right, all the over here. See, if you grow it, you like babies.
If you for you also can go inside. But when you go inside in the world, you fit more narrow, cover your body. Why? If they don't. Đúng rồi, còn có bông rồi.
So I thought those tunnels were going to be a lot cooler. They're actually really hot down there, and it's so small. I don't know how I would do crawling through that.
He was saying that people lived down there between like 8, 10 and 12 years, but they would stay down there in the daytime and then come out at night, so they wouldn't spend 24 hours a day in the bunkers. They would only go in there when there was bombing happening.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the wartime, the people there have no choice. They have to stay inside. Every day American, they rob the bomb there. They rob the bomb like that. After a few months later, we catch someone and someone to surrender. We ask them, where are you go? When they rob the bomb, why you don't die? And they answer quickly. They say the daytime they stay there. The afternoon, 3-4 p.m., they move to outside to American Bay, stay overnight. Because American, when they rob the bomb, always far from their bay, 5 kilometers. Daytime, they stay there. Afternoon, they move there, stay overnight, and come back tomorrow early morning. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a true story when I am in here. Look, 1, 2, 3. Come here. Where's your girlfriend? Tell her bye-bye. Fun not a guy. When the trap come like that, you do that. And you know what happened? No more fun.
Yeah.
For you, for her.
Sorry for
That's
that.
why she have to find another guy.
Yeah.
For you, don't worry. I will help you. I quickly send you to Bangkok. Fly there. Operation. To be lady boy. Come back to Vietnam, find the man.
Okay.
Ice cream.
So the shooting you hear is the option to buy minimum of 10 bullets and shoot a few different guns depending on what you want to pick. 60,000 per bullet, so you're looking at 600,000 minimum to shoot here. We're not big gun people, so instead we opt for ice cream.
They start to build the tunnel in 1948 until 1973, and they stop. Why? American, they left the country. How many Viet Cong live inside? Nobody can answer your question. American, they want to know. I want to know, but we can get. You go there, stay there.
Descended into the tunnels.
Cool.
Do your legs fit? Just a hunch. No, not a crawl, but that's fine.
Nobody fart while you're in there.
Out the back. Yeah.
I'm not at bar me yet today. That's you. The bar me party.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, I can't really see it though.
Oh my. Oh my god, everybody got a light. Jesus. Oh my gosh.
Okay, it drops down here, that's alright.
I don't want to lose you.
So the tunnels are incredibly small, as you can tell. You can just about fit me in here, and I'm 5'11".
Which way?
I don't think I like that.
This way, man.
Okay.
And also that was a tourist size.
Yeah, it said they made them bigger. Woo! Feels cool around here.
The surprising thing is it is cooler out here than it is in those tunnels.
Yeah. He did say they've been made bigger, so tourists can go in them. They used to be a lot smaller.
In the wartime, they cook only one kind, tapioca or cassava. They call it the VC meal.
Maybe you don't believe, but
What is it? What is it?
Tapioca, cassava, with smell.
Tapioca.
They like
don't
the
really want
blind,
big
but
piece,
they
yes.
cannot see anymore.
looks
It's not
like
clear.
Kind of flavourless.
Yeah, and it's only not even
The
taste
nuts
anything.
have the flavour.
Oh, what is that? It's almost like potato.
Kind of like eating a dry potato, but it sucks all the moisture out your mouth.
Right, I think it's the end.
Yeah, so we're going for lunch now. Don't know where we're going. And then we're going back to Ho Chi Minh, but it is about an hour and a half, 2 hour drive, depending on the traffic.
What do you call him?
Mr. Paul.
Okay, we're off the bus and it's quite a long journey to the tunnels. It's about an hour and a half, if not more, each way. And we both fell asleep on that. We're now back in the city. We're going to head to the post office first and then to the museum. And then that's probably all we've got time for. So we need to wake ourselves up and get on with it.
Tuan, bless him, 77 years old and still working, giving people guides. Let's get ourselves to the post office and then let's go and see the War Museum. Okay guys, so behind me is what is now known as the Independence Palace, which used to be the home and the workplace of the President of the Republic of Vietnam, now known as the location of the fall of Saigon. So we don't have time to do this today, but we wanted to quickly show it as it was on our route, go onwards to the post office, and we got some letters to post.
So we're at Saigon Central Post Office, which is one of the most popular places to visit here in Ho Chi Minh City. Just some history about it. When Vietnam was part of the French Indochina, which means French had power over the country, the French established a communications system and then they built this post office. It was designed by a guy called Gustave Eiffel, which I know what you're thinking, it sounds like the Eiffel Tower, and there's a reason behind that. It's because it's the same guy that designed the Eiffel Tower and also designed the Statue of Liberty in New York. So let's go see what it looks like inside.
Plan is, we don't spend any time checking over them. We ain't got time for that. We're going to pick a random postcard and we're going to post it.
You want that one?
Let's pretend that didn't happen.
You're looking. Yeah, that's cute.
Hello, Bear. I don't like any of
Let
them.
me pick three.
Right, three at random.
Okay.
You got to pick one of the three.
A train.
Oh, that one's cute.
Okay, is this post office? Post office. I really want to look at them.
Okay, let's look at them. Bugger it. Scrap the plan, guys. We want to look at them.
You like this one?
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, that one's cool.
I think
I think
those.
either one, yeah, those two. Do we think we've got them, guys?
Those two,
Which
yeah.
one do you want, Pidas?
This one.
Okay, I'm sending this one then. Let's go. Oh, I was about to run away without paying. Right, let's pay.
45.
45 and 45. Okay, 90,000 Vietnamese dollars to pay for these.
Okay. Oh, they're so sweet.
It says we need to get our stamps counted 3 to 6, which is along the back of me. First of all, though, we need to write our messages, so let's do that quickly and then we're going to be moving on.
You can probably tell. It's hot in here.
Postcards posted on their way to jolly old England. Now we are on our way to the War Remnants Museum. We have about 2 hours left of our 24-hour journey into Ho Chi Minh City. So off we go to the War Remnants Museum and then we got to get ourselves to the airport.
School pickup time looks like in Ho Chi Minh. All the bikes waiting for their kids.
Okay guys, we've made it to our last stop of the day, the War Remnants Museum. I don't know if you can tell, it is a hot and sweaty day today, about 36 degrees, and we have just bolted our way here, fast pace all the way to the War Remnants Museum so we can spend as much time as we can showing you this place. Let's go take a look around. Seen these up close before, I just did not realise how incredibly massive these Chinooks are. You only ever see them in the sky occasionally flying over England from the RAF bases, but man, that thing is huge. He has retreated inside in search of aircon while I had a look around some of the machinery. So let's go inside, see if we can find some aircon.
Okay, what a way to end our trip in Ho Chi Minh City. We had heard before coming here that it was quite a heavy experience, especially doing the tunnels and this in the same day, so we were kind of aware of that, but I was so unaware of how actually like graphic the images were going to be, and there's so much to read, so many stories to read about. You can get like a headset to go around, which I think would be a good idea if we had more time. When we were in there, I was also like, how did they get these images? Like, they're really graphic, and like, but it does show you about the photographers that were there and the journalists, and actually like, brought it to light to the people that didn't know what was going on and just how horrific it was. There was a dedication to the photographers and the journalists as well that lost their lives whilst in Vietnam.
Honestly, before coming here, I think we were a little bit naive as to just how heavy and how sad the stories you read in that Remnants Museum are. It's almost like a memorial to the people that lost their lives during the war as opposed to a museum. So it didn't feel right to film too much in there. We did film some of the information for you, but certainly some of the pictures were quite graphic, and it's sobering, to be honest, and it's so sad to learn about what happened during the Vietnam War, and really didn't know that much about it before coming out here and learning about it at first our time in Laos. So I would definitely recommend anyone to come out here. I feel the more we learn about this kind of stuff, the more we avoid doing these things again in future and avoid war and the atrocities that were committed during this war. So yeah, definitely come here, if not just to pay your respects to the people that lost their lives in the Vietnam War. But anyway, as you can hear, it is rush hour in Vietnam because it's about 5:30. The last thing on our list here is to go and find a case for the GoPro so that we can hopefully keep recording some underwater shots without having to worry too much about damaging the GoPro.
Look what we found! Finally! A waterproof case for the GoPro in some random like little shop down a walkway. Like, it's not even on a main street. Sells all the GoPro stuff. This isn't like a genuine one, but there was a genuine one, but the price difference is insane. This is about £10, just under, and the genuine one was...
Price difference is about 48 quid compared to about a tenner.
Yeah.
But the Amazon reviews looked okay, so it'll do for us.
Yeah, and the GoPro is meant to be waterproof anyway. This is just an extra precaution, so we felt okay getting the one that wasn't genuine.
Yeah.
Success! But now we need to head back and we need to go and grab our bags. It's about a 17-minute walk, then we're going to get a grab and we're going to head to the airport.
Guys, we're sweaty messes.
We're
Look at us
sweaty.
out here. It's hot. 36 today. Sweaty in a shitty, mate.
It's been a hot one. Where do we go? The other side of the road is clear. It was. Let's get our bags.
It's hot.
So warm. Getting the bags sorted. We've got to put them on because we've got to go to the street and get a grab.
I'll be interested to see how much these bags weigh, because we can look back at the first video and see what the weight was when we left the UK.
Yours was 16, mine was like 15.8 or something like that.
Yeah, 16, no more, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Take care. Right, we're all checked in now to go through security, and we've got lots of crisps, so...
That is probably the most straightforward airport process I've ever had. Probably because we're flying domestic and internally in Vietnam. I imagine internationally it'll be a lot more complex, but I didn't have to take any electronics out the bag. I'm allowed through with food and water. Spot on. And if anything, we've probably got more time than we need at the airport now, because you always anticipate the worst.
Yeah.
Which I think is the right thing to do. But we've got about 2 hours until our flight.
The most complicated bit is getting these shoes back on.
Yeah. So we did pay to change our seats. We couldn't make the online check-in process work with Vietjet Air, so we ended up paying an extra $4 to upgrade our seats to extra legroom, and now we're sitting together. Chocolate frappe basically, but jelly at the bottom with...
I got a ham and cheese sandwich which you put in some kind of oven. microwave thing. But there's 3 slices of bread. So I just eat that as one? We'll see. Doesn't look that appetising, does it? But this does. What's in there?
It looks quite dry.
Ooh.
I think our gate's posted now, but we've got ages.
As you can see, Luke's doing the salt and vinegar ones. And then we've still got these as well. But it's fine, we don't have to scoff them now, although you are.
Salt and vinegar.
Right, we are now sat waiting for our flight to Phu Quoc. So that's it, our 24 hours in Ho Chi Minh City is up. And I've really enjoyed doing 24 hours and getting things done really quickly. But I would recommend maybe 48 hours if you want to go a little bit slower and maybe having a few nice meals. Maybe 2 days is better, but it's been fun to do it.
I enjoyed the challenge. I don't think 24 hours is nearly enough time in Ho Chi Minh City, but I feel like we did the most important things to us whilst we had those 24 hours. Definitely need a few days here minimum to do, I think, everything that's on the list of tourist landmarks to do here, but in terms of seeing everything in Ho Chi Minh, it's just not possible. You'd need to spend years here. We spoke to a guy yesterday and he said he's been here for years and he's still not done it all. So beautiful city though, really enjoyed Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Ho Chi Minh as well. We're not massive like city people, but I think it surprised us and we really liked it. But I think we did a good job. We'll see you next week when we're on the island of Phu Quoc. So bye!
Like and subscribe!